We are officially live. So let me get my administrator. Would you like to welcome the viewers, Joe?
Welcome, viewers. Hopefully you're here. We're going to do Would You Rather. I'm going to put Kyle in some conflict tonight. And I think I normally do a pretty good job of that.
That's always the objective of this show.
Yeah. Well, but Kyle is proud of what he has tonight too. So
we are going to have a lot of uncomfortable hypotheticals.
Okay.
On today's show.
Have you?
And I threw mine together fairly quickly too.
I spent all day thinking about it. So
you spent all day thinking about these hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Rahul. Rahul's in the comments already. He's ready to go.
What's up?
As long as Rahul's ready to go, we're ready to go.
He's a big Dolphins fan tonight, I'm sure. Division rival.
Yeah, he's a Colts guy. Hi, Paige.
Up. Yeah.
Paige here.
Is here. Okay, cool.
Timothy's excited to be live with us, so
we're
excited to be here as well. We're excited for Thursday Night Football. I got my takes or my hypotheticals. So you want to formally lead us into the show?
Yes.
All right.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes podcast presented by Locked On. It's Joe Marino and Kyle Krabs from the Draft Network. And we are your hosts here on this live Would You Rather episode of the show. It'll be Friday in your feeds, Thursday night here on YouTube. Today's episode is brought to you by Pepsi. This football season will be different, and Pepsi is here to get you ready for game day no matter how you watch football this season. Pepsi is the refreshment you need to power through game day and become a member of the League of Football Watchers. These passionate fans are the real generational talent that Pepsi fuels because Pepsi isn't made for those who play the game. It's made for those who watch it. Pepsi, made for watching football. Kyle, what's up?
You weren't going to quick snack me today. I knew that you had to tell all of our viewers about our good friends at Pepsi, and I knew I had plenty of time to take that sip, and you weren't going to catch me mid-sip with a, Kyle, what's up? How are you, man?
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of my takes today, too. So
all right,
I'll leave it to you because I still have the better record against the spread.
Wow.
So would you like to give or receive the first hypothetical?
I want to give you the first one because we kind of teased it on today's Draft Dudes podcast. And so I want to go and get it out of the way.
Yep.
This is, of course, dealing with our game tonight. Dolphins, Jaguars.
Yeah. Okay.
So you knew part of it. You knew one of them was, would you rather lose tonight and the Dolphins start Tua moving forward and you get 13 stars from Tua? Or, here it is, Miami wins, goes 9-7, and is a wild card team, but you don't see Tua play a snap this year.
Give me the playoffs. Give me the playoffs.
You're taking the playoffs.
Tua's got a decade. I need to live in the here and now.
All right.
So I would much rather, I'd feel okay. So you got more layers here. I could tell.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that was out of the
rabbit hole.
Right,
okay.
Gotta go. Yeah, you're like whatever. Go to the playoffs. I hear you. That's the right choice. Here's the caveat.
But Tua's bad.
No, you don't see Tua play. That was a caveat. We have no idea what Tua's like.
It's supposed to be.
All right, so you're in the playoffs. You're 9-7. You lose in the first round of the Buffalo Bills. Are you still taking that? You give the Bills their first playoff win since 1995.
Do we win week 17?
Yeah, but only because the Bills had the number 2 seed locked up.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll take it.
So, okay, cool. All right.
And she was like, cool.
I thought that might move you off of it.
No.
I thought that.
No.
I didn't. So look, I think that shows your friendship to me and that you were okay with my happiness. No, yeah, I'm crediting you with being a great friend there.
Okay, well, I got bad news for you. I'm not, because I got this question for you. The news just came in a little while ago. The Pac-12 has voted they want to play football again, right? So they're going to start on November 6th, championship game on December 18th, 7-game season. So my question for you is this, Joe. Would you rather you can only watch one conference play football this fall?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather only watch the Pac-12 or only watch the Big 12?
I was hoping you would say that. I was kind of hoping whenever you started to like build this up, I'm like, okay, give me the AAC. Give me the AAC. I'm taking the AAC.
No, yeah, there's too many entertaining teams in the AAC.
Right, because I would have picked the AAC over both the Big 12 and the Pac-12.
Correct. So you can only watch one, and it's the only conference you can watch. It's not one or the other. It's the only college football conference you can watch play. I have my answer.
I don't know. The Pac-12 has more football teams, I think, so I'm going to pick them because I'll watch more football. That's my answer.
The Big 12 plays more games, and that's my answer.
I didn't think that through. I think I had the right idea there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, you hate to see it. I'm only playing 7 games. I blew it, but I think in the spirit of what I wanted, there was the most football possible. So
uncomfortable though, wasn't it?
It was because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, is there one that has like better prospects? I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, like, especially with Sewell, I don't think Sewell's going to play, but
right.
All right, I got you one more here that deals with the Dolphins, and then we'll move on from Dolphin stuff. All right, you are the general manager of the Miami Dolphins, and you get a chance. You get a chance to pick one position group from the Cleveland Browns. Would you rather have the wide receivers? Now you replace them. You get theirs, and they get yours. And you get all the stuff that goes with it: the age, the contracts, everything. Would you rather have their wide receivers, their running backs, their offensive line, or their edge rushers?
Man, that's impossibly tough. So wide receivers, running backs, offensive line, or edge rushers.
Yep, you can have one complete swap with the Cleveland Browns.
I'm not taking the edge rushers.
Myles Garrett. So that's the thing. It's not very deep, but you just passed on Myles Garrett.
Right. I'm passing on Myles Garrett because he's already into the second contract.
Okay.
And it's only one player deep.
Okay. All right.
Running backs is incredibly tempting, but it's the lowest value position group of the bunch. The wide receivers, we'd get Jarvis back. That'd be really cool. Odell. I think for me, it's probably between the offensive line and the running backs.
So you're out on the receivers?
Yeah, no.
So
there's a lot of headaches there.
Do you want to talk about the Browns' offensive line and who they have? And
I'm probably taking the running backs.
You're kidding me. Chubb and Hunt over Wills, Conklin, Treader, Teller, Batonio.
Yeah, you're right. I'm taking the offensive line. You talked me out of it.
Like, brother, I know you love Chubb.
I love Nick Chubb.
You had him high on your board, and some people were like giving you the weird like looks about
that.
Top
10 guy for me. I love Nick Chubb.
Joke's on who now? I don't want to like pump up your ego too much, but your running back takes are always good. Like even like the bad.
Everybody's got good and bad positions, right?
You're good.
Running backs just happens to be one of those position groups for me that like I feel like I see it really well.
Right. Even like some of the late round guys, you and I are different on a lot of times, and I'm like afterwards, I'm like, oh damn it. James Robinson's good. Okay, all right.
It's
Kyle
like
gets another running back.
That big reveal when we have the final board that comes out just before the draft, and we compare notes, and it's like, oh man,
damn it, right? Joe, I fought you on Joe Mixon, right?
Yep.
I mean, all right. All right, enough. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. Can you think of any other?
Yeah, I can. That's why I'm going to stop.
Okay. Yeah. Would you rather, in the spirit of tonight's game, Joe?
Okay.
Would you rather shave your beard into the Minshew handlebar mustache?
Okay.
Or not trim your beard for a year and grow a Fitzpatrick beard?
I have tried since the beginning of this year to keep growing my beard, but every 3 months I'm like, I got to trim it down.
Right.
Because it just gets, it just gets crazy. And
so
my daughter just
multiply it by 4, multiply it by 4, or you have to get rid of it except for the Minshew handlebar.
How long do I have to have that? For a year? I have to have either one? A year with the handlebar?
Let's say you did it January 1 or January 3 at the end of the regular season. You'd have to do it until the end after the NFL draft this year.
I guess I'd take the handlebar.
Really?
Yeah. That much beard's
uncomfortable
too much,
by
dude, you're like sleeping and like it pushes up and it's like in your face and you have it's too much, man.
Wouldn't know anything about having too much.
I'm telling you, those are challenges that I don't want to deal with if I don't have to.
Okay.
All right. You'll be happy to know we're done with Dolphin stuff.
Same.
All right. Which wide receiver would you rather put money on to have more receiving yards by the end of 2020? AJ Green or Emmanuel Sanders?
Oh no. Oh no.
Someone's gonna have more yards. So
right.
Which one?
AJ Green's got to get it figured out, right? And he's like the guy in Cincinnati. How many targets did he get week 2? He got like 14 targets.
13, caught 3 passes.
I'll go with the law of averages that says AJ Green can't possibly play that bad every single week. And if he's going to get in that same stratosphere of targets every week, AJ Green's my answer.
Brother, Emmanuel Sanders got 3 targets, 1 catch against the Raiders.
Without Michael Thomas.
Didn't play. Come on.
Without Michael Thomas.
I'm sitting here preaching about this is one of the greatest moves of the offseason. Drew Brees has never had a number 2 receiver like Sanders, and they can't get anything going.
Drew Brees didn't know he had any other receiver to throw to.
Right.
It's been burned into his brain.
Now he likes Traquan Smith. I don't know, man.
That's his new guy. And they didn't even like, it's not even like the Raiders had a dude that just like, oh, we're going to shadow Emmanuel Sanders with so-and-so.
Damon Arnett.
They pulled Damon Arnett at one point in that game.
I don't know, man. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
Okay. I have a take or a hypothetical. Would you rather? It's about drafting linebackers early.
Ooh, I like doing that.
Yeah. Would you rather draft Micah Parsons with a top 3 pick or draft Chaz Surratt with a top 40 pick?
Yeah, it's Parsons.
You're that sold on like Parsons. I know he's a stud.
Yeah.
Terrible positional value to draft him at 3, but I don't care.
Yep. I think he's that much better of a prospect than Surratt. And I don't not like Surratt. I think he's a really nice day 2 linebacker that gives you a lot of appeal as a space player in a pursuit style role. I love the growth so far this year that I've seen, particularly in coverage. I mean, he was worked a little bit last year. But with that said, man, I think I get a true Mike linebacker in Parsons that can be the quarterback of my defense. And you think about, man, like these offenses are like coming at you with RPOs and horizontal spread and play action, and that ability to move and play in the middle and have length and have that type of a trigger and mentality, man. Like, I think he's one of those players that just you plug him into your defense and you kind of have like a foundational piece. And I think Surratt will be a really nice starter, but not like Parsons.
I tried to find thresholds that would make you think about it. And you said day 2 for Surratt. So like top 40 is like about as high as you could realistically get. And top 3 for Micah is like about as high as you could realistically get. So all things the same, you just think Micah's that much better.
Where I think you could probably get me off of that is tell me what team I am and what player I get in the first round instead of Parsons with Surratt. You know, like combinations like that will move me off of it. But just based on that, I'm like, yeah, I just want the better player.
Did you see this take that just came in, or this hypothetical from R. Fritz? He goes, would you rather have the Packers wide receiver core or the Eagles cornerback group?
I think the Packers wide receiver core. I mean,
with Davante Adams' injury right now.
Is it supposed to be like a long-term thing? Or
I think it's a hammy. He's like, they're not super encouraged that he's going to play this week, but hammy, those soft tissue stuff can linger a little bit.
Like the marquee name is Davante Adams versus Darius Slay. Give me Adams. And then I feel like I have players, at least in Lazard and Marquez Valdez Scandling, and I don't know. I feel like there's enough there, right? Like Robert Foster's in this mix.
It's the slander for EQ St. Brown, huh?
EQ St. Brown. Yeah, I mean, yeah, give me those guys.
Versus the Eagles, it's like Rodney McLeod's not bad.
He's safety, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's corners.
I'm sitting here trying to rope him in. Can we count Kayvon Wallace?
I don't know where they're playing him, but
he's like nickel hybrid.
That's where he should be.
Yeah. So we can't even put Jalen Mills in this group because they transitioned him to play safety.
Give me the receivers, man.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, Kyle, you own the 21st pick in the 2021 NFL draft, and you are forced to draft one of the following players. Which Big Ten pass rusher would you rather have, Kwity Paye or Jason Oweh? Penn State, Jason Oweh, Kwity Paye from Michigan.
Yeah, so Kwity Paye is listed at like 277, like freakishly fast. 3-cone drill. His 3-cone's supposed to be like a 6'5", which is like
bananas,
ungodly, regardless of how much you weigh. And he's apparently doing it at over 275. And Jason Oweh is 256, 257. Apparently runs in the 4.3s. He's like another athletic freak. Neither one of them super accomplished as pass rushers, so that's what kind of makes this a really interesting group. I think Oweh has the higher ceiling as a player. I think Paye is a cleaner projection. I think he's a safer projection. If I'm a team that's drafting at 21, that means my team's probably a competitive football team, right?
Yep.
I don't want to go boom or bust. So because of the conditions that you gave me, it makes it easier for me to fall into Kwity Paye, because I know that dude at 275, he's going to own the line of scrimmage. He doesn't have some of the stacking issues that Oweh still has. Oweh was the third defensive end there at Penn State last year, and we haven't seen him play. Obviously, the Big Ten's getting ready to come back, and that'll help get some clarity. But right now, my answer would be Kwity Paye, but it's kind of like if I was picking 35 and I had a bad team and I've already got a top 5 pick in the bag, I might swing for the fences a little bit harder and go get Jason Oweh.
It's interesting. So you took you wanted the double instead
I want
of
the double.
Swing for the fence.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think Oweh is that overwhelming as a player that's like, man, he's can't miss. I got to have him. Right. So because of that, I'll take a guy I feel better about his projection to the next level. Now, consulting the phone. Would you rather draft Shaun Wade with a top 10 pick?
Okay.
Or Tyson Campbell with a top 32 pick? Oh, see, I got him with this one.
I wish
it's a little him and a little Hall.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Wade. I love everything I've seen from Wade, except for I've never seen him play outside.
Correct. That's what makes it challenging.
You know, here's the thing about that. Like, the Bills haven't played 3 linebackers on the field for 1 snap this entire year.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it with the safety. You can do it with another corner. Like,
I mean,
you're gonna play 2 guys stacked on the second level that are like pure linebackers, and that's it.
But what I'm saying, you're gonna have I mean, even if he cannot play outside, I know what I have is in the slot.
Yeah, but are you going to value a nickel corner with a top 10
If
pick?
he plays 100% of my snaps on defense, then yes, I am. Tyson Campbell has all the skills in the world. I know he can play outside.
Yeah.
Dre Harris has got a piece coming up on Tyson Campbell. Is that tomorrow?
He does. Yeah, it is. Now, top 10 versus top 32. You could be picking 31 or 32.
I think I'm going to go with Tyson Campbell.
Oh, I talked you out of it.
No, and it's not even because of the nickel thing. I feel like, I mean, from a physical skill perspective, are they that much different?
I think Wade's probably a little more fluid.
But I get some more length with Campbell?
Correct. So there's some give and take there. Now, if Shaun Wade comes out and he balls out this year, then would your opinion of this hypothetical change? Because he'll be CB1. He's going to be outside this year.
Yeah.
There's a fun fact, but there's a fun fact about what I just proposed to you. Have you looked at the Ohio State schedule this year?
Yeah, I have.
How many good wide receivers is Shaun Wade going to play?
Do they play Minnesota or Purdue?
Well, Minnesota, Rashad Bateman's not playing.
He's back.
He is back.
He's back. Yeah.
Well, let my producer. I don't believe Minnesota was on the schedule.
Rondell Moore's back.
Yeah, that was a big one today.
I don't know if is Nico Collins going to play. I don't know.
Nico Collins is back. So Michigan is the last team on the schedule, and they have Ronnie Bell and Nico Collins.
We need some tests.
There's no Minnesota and there's no Purdue on the schedule. It's Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, Maryland, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan State, and Michigan.
He's going to play well.
Shaun Wade's going to crush playing outside because the best wide receiver out of that group is probably Jahan Dotson at Penn State, and he's like a day 3 guy before they play Michigan. I like Ronnie Bell a little bit, but like Shaun Wade should manhandle Ronnie Bell.
He should, and we'll still get it. I mean, look, we like corners that play in conferences don't ever play against good receivers. So
right.
It's okay. Like we'll get to see him in those looks, and we'll see how he responds and how he triggers and all the things that are different about playing outside from the slot. We'll get a look.
But the deck is stacked in his favor. So we should know coming in right now, like if Ohio State plays in the conference championship game of like the 1 versus the 1, then they play in Wisconsin. You're not going to get somebody really dynamic there. You might have to see Ohio State make the college football player for Shaun Wade to face a top 100 pick at wide receiver as an outside corner.
Do you see Suan's here?
Yeah, I don't like it, but I do like it because this show is all about creating uncomfortable hypotheticals, and this is about as uncomfortable as it gets.
I've been thinking about it since it came through, and I feel like to me, it's less about those teams as it would be the player.
A player, yes. And she didn't specify that it has to be an active player. So you sit here and ask yourself, okay, was there anybody who Jason Taylor played for the Jets?
Did he?
Jason Taylor? Yeah.
That's a little known. Like I have no idea that happened.
It was terrible. It was
completely
awful.
Forgot that. And now that you say it,
I think he played on 2 separate seasons with a year in Miami sandwiched in between.
I remember that happening when you say it, but I don't. It's not something I recollect at all.
I'm angry about it. I'm actually steaming mad right now. So that would be like you getting a Thurman Thomas Dolphins jersey, right?
But I wouldn't want that, right? Like that, that wouldn't make it easier for me to have a Dolphins jersey. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want.
But you just
Bills
said it was
player.
about the player.
Yeah, it is about the player, but that wouldn't be the player that's going to like move the needle for me. I would rather wear a Dan Marino jersey for the Dolphins.
Yeah, because
than a
it's
Thurman
the
Thomas.
name.
I'd rather wear a Jason Taylor or a Zach Thomas or an Olindo Mari jersey over a Thurman Thomas.
Okay,
jersey.
so let's figure this out, and then we're going to wrap it up because we got Thursday Night Football to get ready for here.
You got to. I have to give you my last one. This good.
No, we have to figure out what Patriots or Jets jersey we would buy.
Oh,
this is a really good hypothetical. So, like, again, we're in the maze together. How do we get the cheese? We got to figure that out. Thoughts?
LaDainian Tomlinson. No, a Frank Gore Jets jersey. Give me that.
You love Frank Gore. How do you not love Frank Gore?
Everybody loves Frank Gore. Yeah.
So you're opting for an active player.
Yeah. Revis.
No, I would want one of the. Actually, I've changed my mind. The best uniform out of all of this is the Patriots red alternates.
Okay. What player? Troy Brown, Corey Dillon, Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, maybe Vince. Teddy Bruschi.
He's a chump. I got to give you this last one. This is too good for us to let hang. Okay, you have to place a bet. You have to place a bet on one conference producing 2 playoff teams in 2020. Would you rather bet on the ACC with Notre Dame, right? SEC or Big Ten? You could also have the Pac-12 and Big 12 if you want. You have to bet on one of those.
Getting one.
Right. So I want to give you that chance, but I'm sure you would choose between the ACC, SEC.
Okay, and Big Ten. So the Big Ten would be Ohio State and Penn State are the 2 best teams in my opinion. Yep. And that was my region. So I feel fairly confident in saying both of those teams are really, really good. You could see they play each other, but like we just went through Ohio State's schedule. They don't play a lot of tough games. They're going to be, at worst, in my opinion, a 1-loss team. Penn State, they're getting everybody back. We don't really know about Micah Parsons. It's kind of still up in the air. I don't think anything's been confirmed. SEC, I don't think LSU is going to have like a one-loss team. Alabama, Florida, Georgia. I'd probably go with the SEC.
What about Notre Dame and what? So what if you get this?
No.
You don't think Notre Dame's
their
going
quarterback's Ian Book? No.
Who's going to beat them?
They play Clemson?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only loss they're going to have on this schedule.
What about the conference championship game?
They're going to lose to Clemson again.
Okay. That's your playoff game. You lose it again, you're out. You're done. Get out of here. Did you still last one? M Webb. Would you rather never watch football again or lose your ability to taste? It was nice enjoying food, but see you later.
Fine. That'd be fine. I'd love to find reasons to eat less. So give me the football. Give me the football.
We're done. We're done here. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino. Would you rather? In the bag. We're done. Thursday night football is coming up on the horizon. Jaguars, Dolphins. Hope you guys enjoy the game. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Reminder, on YouTube, we still continue to get questions, Joe. Where can I watch you guys live? YouTube, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Draft Network's YouTube account. I drop it on social every time it goes live. Joe, I know you did the same. So keep an eye out. Just know it's 7:30 Mondays and Thursdays ahead of Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. We go live, and we make sure we're done before the game starts so that you can pregame with us. So cheers to that. Here's to a good football game. Here's to an entertaining weekend of football. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino signing off. Thanks, as always, for watching and listening to the Draft Dudes podcast.